Warning! The following episode of Orsini's Uncensored Mind contains explicit language and adult content. The thoughts and opinions stated on this show are reflective of AJ Orsini Deceive Dave and their guests exclusively. Seriously, guys, my dada and uncle say some pretty crazy stuff. If it offends you, go be butthurt somewhere else.
Welcome to Orsini's Uncensored Minds, and now your host, AJ Orsini with Dave.
All right, everybody, listen, I need everybody to dial the fuck in right now. I need you locked in, okay? I am T-minus, carry the one. A couple hours now away from getting the fuck up out of here. So we need to clock this in, boys and girls. We need to get to it because your boy is coming into this with a shitty attitude because I had to watch something today that pissed me off. And we're going to talk about this in the main event. I've been annoyed, then I was confused, and now for part 3, I'm just outright angry.
That's why you're in a bad mood.
I'm outright angry.
And I think I remember the exact part.
I'm just outright angry about this whole thing.
You have no clue how hard it was not to say something, dude. Oh, my God.
So we're going to get into all that, okay? We're going to get into it. We're not going to be here for 3 goddamn hours. We are going to be in and out, my guy, just like a Friday night after prom.
Today. Got a short one today.
No, we keeping it slim, baby, because I still got some more stuff to take care of before we head off into the vacation of baby. We are a T-minus less than 12 hours, baby. We're going to be good to go. So let's go ahead, get right into what exactly it is that we're going to talk about here on the show.
Hey, what's going to be on the show today?
On the show here today, D23 took place this past week, and they have had an influx of just information, just dates, numbers, faces we've never seen before. Somebody blew their load a little early this year. We'll get into that because they did something at D23 that was not very well flushed out, and it showed and it backfired in their goddamn faces. We'll get into all that controversy about some of the stuff that went down at T23. It's not just Marvel related. It's Pixar. It's the actual amusement parks. There's a bunch of shit that went down. We'll talk about that. I also wanted to talk about the Lucha tournament. This is the tournament taking place on Monday Night Raw, leading up to the Monday Night Raw that will air in Mexico City Live. AAA talent competing in an 8-man tournament will take on the champion himself, the Tribal Chief. The OTC.
It's a tournament to see who's going to get a losing rub from the Great One.
Yeah, they're going to see who's getting. They're having a tournament to see who will be the best loser on Monday Night Raw in just a few weeks.
Who's going to get that loser's rub? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wanted to shine more of a light on the ideology of Lucha being on what I would refer to more of the main stage. This is a chance for some of AAA's talent to really bolster up what's going to be taking place. So I can't wait to dive into that just a little bit and give them a little bit of props. In our main event today, yes, pissed me off to no end. Dark Side of the Ring, Part 3. I missed it last week. That's on me. And now I feel like I gave myself grace. I gave myself 6 more days of life before I had to sit down and watch this third part. Midway through this, I regretted even pitching this shit. I was like, oh, what am I doing to myself? But we're going to get into exactly why that is. Now, I named 3 topics, including our main event, but that was because I'm leaving the opening segment to an actual surprise because we actually have a special guest who's going to be joining us here on the show, and it's this guy. It's yes. It's Little O. It's Alex. Oh, not so little now.
He's not so little. His title is evolving.
Yes.
I was almost gonna make him repeat his intro for us so you can hear the difference. I can't know his voice, dude. He's at that age where it's just getting deeper and deeper. It's crazy.
I think he's almost at this point. He's only 11. I think you're deeper than me at this point, Alex.
It's almost like he had it, and obviously I probably just didn't hear it as much. But I feel like he still has it a little bit, but like the squeaker, a point with a transition between your kid voice, I don't feel like he had it that
cracking.
long.
He's still cracking.
It's a little bit, but it's not nearly as bad. He's got a lot of bass in his voice. We're glazing him. Why is he here?
Well, he's here because he's going to talk to us today, and I've kind of been involved with it as well with him. We've all been in the house, been taking this ride. Go ahead, Alex. Show the playbill there. We're here to talk about Six, the musical here today. He's going to give us some insight on one of his favorite plays. We're going to talk about it here on the show because I know there's a lot of Broadway people out there, and it's an untapped market for OUM. So really quickly, hold on. Let's get into the first segment.
Dave, it's time to start the show. Let's begin with segment 1.
So like I said, Six, the musical. Alex is going to join us here on this run. Now, we have never taken Alex to a Broadway show up until recently. And up until recently, fight the urge, okay? Up until recently. And we were deciding on which one we would take him to because we really wanted him locked in because he's not very good in a movie theater. He's a bit of a yakker.
Excuse me?
Movie theater. He's a bit of a yakker.
Excuse me?
He's a bit of a conversationalist during movies. So
don't let him silence you when he's talking shit. You wait till I'm done assaulting your character, and then you can speak.
So we wanted to take him to a show that we knew he would be into, and he's had interest in the show for a while. What was the reason, Alex, you felt like this was not a good idea maybe to take you to?
Some themes.
Some themes. He said this might be inappropriate for me to
certain language.
You don't have to hold it up to you, Papa. Just let it go. It still picks you up.
It does?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep,
Yeah,
you're good. You can hear you perfectly.
You're good.
Well, so I know nothing about one of you. Fill me in on what we're talking about here because I have no clue.
Go for it, kid. Tell him what the musical is actually about.
So, Six the Musical is about Henry VIII and his famous 6 wives.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I can see why the content was
mind blown.
Questionable. Okay.
Mind blown.
Yeah, absolutely.
Specifically.
Well, what's the order again of the wives? Could you do the rundown where it's divorced? What is it?
So his first wife, Catherine of Aragon, he divorced her, then sent her to a nunnery. The second wife, Anne Boleyn, was beheaded, accused of adultery and treason. The third wife, Jane Seymour, died of natural causes after giving birth to a son that would last until like 13.
Jeez.
The fourth wife, Anne of Cleves, once Henry saw her portrait, he thought he got expectations from the portrait, and then when he saw her,
he got catfished.
Divorced
instantly.
Instantly.
Then the fifth wife, which is the one that had the themes.
Yeah.
So
we'll say that she was a bit of a sex worker, almost like, you know.
Okay.
She never.
Thine female was for thine streets.
She never made it to adulthood.
Yeah, she died.
She was a child. She was a child. She died at 19 or 17.
19.
But she was beheaded.
Yeah, they beheaded her.
Oh my God! And
similar reasons for the other one. Apparently, he doesn't get down with women that are talking to the other sex.
Catherine Howe was 17 when she married Henry.
Don't play that.
Henry was 49. Henry was 49.
Yeah. No, I wanted to ask, but then I was like, you know what? Let me not ask. Sometimes you just
The
volunteered
answer
it.
anyway.
But I think we could have. Yeah, that was. Okay.
Yeah.
So
it
what?
was
So
the
what about
time.
it? It was a musical.
Yes, it's actually in the name. It's actually called Six the Musical.
Oh, fair enough. There you go. You're observant.
It's in the very little convenient text box. It says Six the Musical.
Hey.
So talk a little bit more, Alex, because you just kind of ran down who the wives were and what we're talking about.
No,
here.
I missed one.
Go ahead.
Sixth wife.
Oh, the last one. Yeah, six.
Yeah, number 6. The Six, the musical. So Catherine Parr, she actually outlived Henry VIII and had
Damn.
2 husbands before him who all died. In the show, there's an actual line that says, "See, they had a really annoying habit of dying."
Yes, that sounds very
They all
frustrating.
died.
Now, did Henry die of old age? Which by the time he got to the 6th wife?
Yes.
He
As
did
she
that. I was gonna say, did she take him out?
No, she just outlived him. She just outlived him. Is all.
yeah, like every husband before him. Maybe don't marry her because apparently every husband seems to die.
Well,
So
fair
it
enough.
was divorced, beheaded,
Died, divorced, beheaded,
died.
survived.
survived. Is the last one.
Divorced,
That's how the song.
beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived.
That's how the song goes, right? Yeah. So they put together a musical. It was who are the 2 people? I just saw it today, and I don't remember their names. Who are the 2 people who created this?
Toby Marlowe and Lucy Moss. They were in college when they wrote it.
Yeah, they were just writing. They were putting together an idea involving these 6
Based
wives.
off true story, or is it just something they made up?
No, it's complete. These 6 wives actually did exist. These are the actual the names of the 6 wives.
Oh,
But
okay.
if you go,
Personality-wise and play-wise and song-wise, and
it's a little out
So,
there. Yeah, they
Sure,
took
sure,
some
sure.
creative liberties with this one. Yeah,
They made it
basically-
suitable for entertainment, basically.
yeah.
they
ahead.
basically just took they made a history lesson, but with music. It's basically a history lesson, but they wrapped it up in a fun little twist.
Or as they say on the show, her story. Hashtag her story.
I don't like that.
I don't like that.
That's because you're a chauvinist pig. All right, hold on.
Excuse me?
So hold on. So what is it about this show? Because you're obviously on the younger side, 11, and he thought that maybe this was going to be a little inappropriate for his age. The show was listed for 10 and up.
Confusing, but
Yeah, some of the things I understand could be a little much for a younger audience, but they don't harp on that. They make little comments and little windows. Yeah, see?
sexy.
Yeah, see, sexy.
I'm that Berlin girl, and I'm up next. See, I broke England from the church. Yeah, I'm that sexy. Why did I lose
So one of the
my-
things, hold on, Alex, hold on. So one of the things that I love about this musical, because he has apparently inherited my hyper obsessive gene, and one of the things that we love the most about this musical is that just, although completely universal, if this is what the play is, they've had like a run. Alex, put that down. Alex, there's been a run of different actresses that has played those roles, and he introduced me something that I've never really heard about in Broadway before. Something about a sweeper, or what's that
Okay,
called?
time to explain 4 different topics that none of you know about, but I have
Okay.
to do it. I have to explain it so you know what they mean in the future. First
Okay.
off, the first vocabulary of the day, we got stunt casting, which is basically
Stunt casting. Okay.
which is basically hiring like a celebrity or popular person or influencer to like get ticket sales. Examples of this in 6 are Dylan Mulvaney, who's an influencer, and Kirsten Maldonado from Pentatonics. Where is it? As you can see in the playbill, when we went to see 6, it conveniently was Kirsten Maldondo's first show.
Oh,
That's
what's
the
her?
girl
That's
from
a good-
Pentatonics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her
And she
run
did a good
lasted
job.
for 2
I liked
months.
it.
Yeah, and then she lasted for 2 months because stunt castings don't last that long.
Uh-huh.
The next vocabulary.
So it's like an intentional temporary role.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Cool.
The next vocabulary of the day is alternate. In 6, alternates there's one alternate, and usually play like 2 or 3 queens, or basically out of the 6, 2 or 3 of the 6. but there's usually 3 to 4 alternates in like each show. Next we have swing. Basically, it's an offstage member of the musical who basically an alternate but different.
In what
Then
way?
we have
Different in what way?
Well, hold on, Alex. In what way is it different?
they're there. So instead of being okay, this is the one I'm less educated on. Poop. So basically, a swing is an offstage member of the musical. So like they're already there, but like
they're not normal full-time members of the actual. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
they're normally like they're part of the they're part of like the I don't know, like the production team or something. I don't know.
Staff. Yeah.
Yeah,
they're staff.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
they're exposed to the show a lot, so they know about it. And in case of an emergency, they get placed in place to play the character.
Yes, and then also usually have like 2 to 3 queens that they play.
Okay, and then I would assume the other person is someone that isn't a part of the staff but can get called on.
Yes, basically.
Okay.
That's the
and now we have our fourth vocabulary of the day: the super swing. Now this is basically.
I like this one. This is my favorite.
This is basically one person that can play any of the 6 queens. They are trained and they know every single role.
Oof.
They
make the most money. Yeah, that's crazy. All the afflictions and personalities and all the shit you gotta master is crazy.
One problem though, Alex showed me a clip of one of the super sweepers who was playing swings, who was playing a character and then made the wrong step because they were used to another character who makes that step.
Well, yeah, it wasn't a super swing. I'm pretty sure she was just an alternate, but that was her debut as a principal actor. I will get to that vocabulary in a second. So she was used to not being Catherine Howard, but now she is Catherine Howard. So instead of going beheaded and moving left, she went beheaded and moved right in front of the person who plays Catherine Parr. And then she didn't move too early, but it's fine. It was at the end of the show. It was her first show as a principal actor. So yeah. Now we have the
go ahead. But I was gonna say the show opens up with a number from all 6 queens.
Yeah, they go 6 queens. Catherine of Aragon. Some the in between song between. So Catherine of Aragon's song is called "No Way," and then there's an in between song between her song and Don't Lose Your Head, and Boleyn's song, the second wife's song.
Yeah. So
then
hold on. All 6 perform in the open. Then they tell the audience that all of them suffered hardships while married to Henry, and they're trying to decipher who suffered the most.
Oh shit! They're all trying to one up each other.
Yeah, they're
carrying their trauma.
So all 6 get individual songs telling their individual stories, and then the show ends with all of them coming together and singing one big song together. 2 songs actually, if you think about the encore.
The last song, Mega 6, that's kind of like a mashup of all the main queens.
It's a mashup. Yeah.
It's not really
remix it all together.
Plot relevant in terms of the lore of the show, which is literally like an hour long. It's not really that long of a lore, but still.
Oh yeah, no intermission. No intermission. There is not an intermission. There's no intermission. We've done 2 shows now. 0 intermissions took place.
Well, not intermission, but like the acting parts.
Shows?
Like an hour.
An hour and change.
It's not that long compared to other musicals. The song list is also pretty small.
Straight. Yeah, they just do it straight through.
There's 11 songs. There's 11 songs. One of them is 1 minute. 2 of them are like 1 minute long, and the other one's 5. And one of them is also 5 minutes long. So
yeah, a lot of energy. This is a very energetic show. Like even I like I've done Broadway shows. I like Broadway shows. I'm not huge on musicals, but this one was really, really good because it just keeps moving. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody, there's like one slow song in the middle. Was that Jane Seymour?
The slow song in the middle. Then right after Heart of Stone, which is the third wife's song, it goes straight into an in-between song called House of Holbein.
That's my favorite one. That's why
it went straight from slow, sad song to energetic, literally neon colors. They wore neon ruffles.
Like EDM, like it just starts thumping. And the music is not like old-timey English music. It's remixed. It's up to date. It's It's a really cool show, and the fact that
Actually-
it grabbed him the way that it did is amazing.
Interesting. Yeah, he's
Also-
locked
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah, go ahead, Alex.
I have a few things I need to say right now. Example of a super swing is Grace Mao and Karasoka. And the funny thing is that because super swings play every queen, you can find videos online of just them editing straight just for the last song, the one where you can actually record, just them
Yeah.
playing every queen.
Oh, so they edit as if she's doing every single song.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
single
Different. That's pretty cool.
Well, only
Yeah.
for the last song because that's the
He's
only one
been
you can
editing
record in.
music too. He takes audio off of YouTube and he puts his favorite actress versions together into one MP3 together. So
Okay,
he's
now
getting really creative too.
quick vocabulary lesson. A principal actor, basically that's the normal actor who plays them. And each queen has their own, in the playbill they call it Queenspiration. It's just the inspiration for
There
each
it
queen.
is, some Queen
It's
inspiration.
just an inspiration for it's basically the inspiration for every queen's song and personality in the show. Catherine of Aragon is Beyonce and Shakira. Anne Boleyn is Lily Allen and Avril Lavigne. I don't know. how to pronounce
Avril
that.
Lavigne, yes.
Oh, that's what I
Okay.
thought he was trying to say. I
Yes.
didn't want to jump out the window though. He threw a G in there, fucked me up.
Okay.
Like Lil
Jane-
Wayne said, you gotta move in silence, like the G in
That's it,
lasagna.
yo.
Said, oh, that's a bar. Yeah.
Jane Seymour is Adele and Sia.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay,
Okay,
see ya.
great. Anna of Cleves is Nicki Minaj and Rihanna.
Okay.
Catherine Howard is Ariana Grande and Britney Spears, especially with the hairstyle for Ariana Grande.
I got the Britney
Okay,
influence when I heard that song. Yeah, okay, I get it.
long ponytail. They whip it around. One of them literally does this with the ponytail. Helicopter.
Okay.
Do you
And who's the
remember, I
last
believe?
one?
Catherine Powers, Alicia Keys, and Amela
Amelia.
Sandy. Amel.
There it is. I got the
Amel-
Alicia Keys thing. I don't know who the other one is. It's fine.
Amelie Sandé.
I didn't know those were the influences until you just said it. Now I'm looking back on the show and it all makes sense now. Okay, I get it now.
Oh, never mind.
I could see where it all comes through now. All right,
And-
Alex. Go ahead.
Now, my favorite part about this musical is how many shows it has. It's on Broadway. It had a North America tour twice. It's in West End, London, the UK tour, the international tour. Then there's the Japan tour, the China tour. I think there's a Korean tour out there somewhere. Probably, I don't know.
So it's not just a Broadway show. It just
It's everywhere.
It just came to Broadway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
Its first show was in West End, London, with the cast of Harnea, I believe, Richard Noel, Millie O'Connell, Natalie Paris, Alexia McIntosh, Amy Atkinson, and Maya Kwan-Sabreed.
Cool.
I think I'm
Yup.
probably butchering. I'm probably butchering the last one's name.
That's all right.
With the alternates with the alternates and super swings, Grace Mao, Vicky Manser, Courtney Stapleton, and I'm not even gonna try that name.
There you go. In the 6 performances in other countries, they're performed in that language, so they're not performed in English. So the Japanese
I would imagine
show,
it's a different cast though.
Well, yeah, but
yeah, and it's
Okay.
performed in Japanese. But we just
Most-
listened to some of it on the way here. It sounds exactly the same. It's just in a different language. The cadence,
Yeah.
everything is the same.
another thing is the Broadway cast. So Broadway and West End, London, both were started in 2019, with the first Broadway cast being Audrina Hicks, Andrea Macassat. I still don't know how to pronounce that. Abby Mueller, Brittany Mack, Samantha Pauly, and Anna Azul. Fun fact: Audrina Hicks and Anna Azul actually came back in. Well, Audrina Hicks first came back in 2023, while Anna Azul first came back in 2026. And the performance we got, an alternate filled in the place and
remember.
became the principal, Catherine Parr, conveniently in our show. And you want to know who we would have gotten? The original Catherine Parr and Azul. Just a little mad about that. You want to know how it was her? And the marketing right here. That is not who we got. That is Anna Azul.
Oh, Alex, if you had to rate this show from 0 to 10, what would you rate it for everybody out there?
Our show, our cast.
Yeah, let's
Or
do
the show.
both. Do the Broadway show. The Broadway show is 0 out of 10.
Okay, by Broadway show, do you mean the one that we saw?
Yes.
Okay,
I
so
just said
shot by
that.
accident. 5.5 out of 10.
Wow.
Wow, you didn't.
What about-
Wait, hold on. No,
Wait. Just
Wait.
6. Just 6.
The 6.
Oh
Six.
my god. Okay.
6 out of
But
10.
what would you rate the cast that we saw today in the theater?
Oh, the original West End cast. Oh, 10 out of 10.
Okay, you didn't like your setup, but you still like the actual like.
I like.
You know what's funny is that
just the cast.
he liked it when we saw it. The problem is that after we saw the Broadway show, the obsession kick in, and he started seeing the performances of the other actors that did it, and slowly but surely that rating dropped.
Fucked.
Now he saw
Let
the
me-
original cast today, and he's like, "Oh, this is
Oh,
how it's
what do you
meant to
mean?
be."
What do you mean? Just saw the original cast today. I saw that cast multiple. I watched on YouTube Millie O'Connell, Amy Atkinson.
So why did I buy
and
movie
Maya
tickets
Sala.
today if you already saw this?
So you mean you
Yes.
saw this for free?
Yeah.
Well, no, because I didn't see the entire show. I just saw the last song because that's the
Oh,
only
okay.
one.
Well, we got to
That's
see
the only
a
one.
dramatic performance of it, so that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Okay,
All right.
let me just share our cast. Kala, I think. Wixcon. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm sorry.
That's
Kirsten
okay.
Maldonado.
Listen, we gotta go. We gotta go. I got
Okay.
Disney stuff to talk about. So go ahead. Yeah, I told you should have watched that video. So go ahead.
Kirsten Maldonado, Kirsten Maldonado as Anne Boleyn, Jasmine Forsberg as St. Jane Seymour, Olivia Donislow as Anne of Cleves, Abigail Barlow as Catherine Howard, and Ayanna Smash as Catherine Parr. Now,
All right.
the Anna of Cleves we got, and the Jane Seymour, and the Catherine of Aragon were all returning from the North America tour. So
There
they
you go.
all returned. So they were supposed to be good enough to return. but our Anna of Cleves compared to other ones,
You sound like a
Compare-
theater snob. That's what you
Yeah,
sound
right.
like.
Brittany Mack, Alexia McIntosh, other Anna of
Is
Cleves.
this
I
how
don't
I sound
remember.
when I talk about wrestling?
Yes, this is how I sound when I talk about sex.
Yes.
All right, Alex, we gotta let you go, buddy. Thank you for coming on the show. Say goodbye
Oh.
to the world.
That was pretty cool. I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna check it out.
That's it. Oh, bye.
All right, big guy.
Bye.
I'll see you later. Hey,
That was
Bye.
dope. I'm gonna take a look at that. That sounds pretty cool.
Okay, bye. I
you pull
guess.
here.
I was sorry.
All right, guys, we will talk about Disney up next.
Let's keep this show going. It's time for segment 2.
Here we go for segment 2, and I gotta tell you, that kid right there, he is something special, boy. He gets it in his head.
You have to tell me his age because I will assume he's much older than that.
He
Level
is-
of awareness and like detail is fucking insane, dude.
My wife says it all the time. She's like, I don't. She gets it. He gets that from you. I'm telling you. I'm
Yeah,
telling
that
you.
obsession shit is crazy.
Well, I gotta say, my obsessive behavior when it comes to things that I like is going to travel over into some of the stuff that we're about to talk about here, because D23 took place, and normally I don't pay attention to a lot of Disney conferences and stuff like that, because this is more of the same stuff over and over. This one kind of grabbed my attention for a lot of the same reason last year's did, because we did one last year for D23. I don't know if you remember it, but we did.
What was
one
the big?
last
What
year.
was the big marquee one for that?
You know what it is? That's the thing.
Damn,
I
it wasn't that
remember it off
good
the top
then,
of my
was
head.
it?
Yeah,
It
that's
wasn't
what I'm
that
saying.
good then.
because this one kind of grabbed me for a different reason. This one grabbed me for, believe it or not, it grabbed me for like kind of a negative reason. It kind of grabbed my attention for all the wrong reasons in a lot of ways.
This is why. This is why I don't know how to explain what I'm about to say.
Okay.
This is why I fucking don't like things,
Don't like things.
because I don't obsess over a lot of shit. I'm starting to I thought I used to, but I'm starting to realize I don't really. I can take or leave most things.
Yeah.
It's very rare that I'm like hyper fixated on certain things. And my point is, I say that because every time I feel like something's cool, I always hear the feedback that it's ass. And then that makes me feel bad because now I feel like I'm getting got. You know what I mean? Like I told y'all before, I don't like being a target audience. You understand? I don't like that.
Right.
Don't target me. I want to be a bystander. I want to catch a stray. I don't want to watch something and be like, oh, this shit's fire. I can't wait to talk about it. Then we get on here. It's like, oh, everyone thought this was ass. I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah, this shit is ass.
Yeah, this shit was ass. Hold on a second.
Oh, so ass. So ass. So
it was so
I don't know.
bad.
I watched listen, I didn't watch the whole fucking thing. I'm not going to watch that. But I watched the recap. I watched the whole recap. That showed like all the 23-minute thing that showed kind of like everything lined up.
Right. Just kind of ran it down real quickly.
I thought it was, I mean, listen, we're going to talk about it, but I thought most of those were pretty good.
Okay. All right.
So tell me where the trash is so I can feel.
Well, okay. Let me fixate on the one thing that has caused the most conversation. Because as far as some of the dates and all right, this project and this project and that, not so much negativity about that. There's some people who are more excited for some things than others, but for the most part, more of the same, right? X-Men. X-Men was the problem, and I don't normally jump on board, and I'm not fully
Jean
on
Grey.
board
Was it Jean Grey?
No, it's got nothing to do with Jean Grey. It's got nothing to do with Jean. As a matter of fact, with the exception of the actress they hired for Rogue, there really is no set individual. There's no real set individual that people are mad at. It was the overall concept, because for years, people kind of feel like the MCU has kind of gotten away from producing stars as opposed to just hiring stars to be in the MCU.
Have gotten away from? Right? So like when the MCU first started, anybody will I'm not going to deny it. Robert Downey Jr. was a name. Okay? But people forget. We're going to get to him in a minute.
Yeah, people forget that when Iron Man happened, it was a redemption story.
It was redemption. He was down. No one was taking him to do anything.
He was almost blacklisted at that point. Yeah,
he was done. Yeah, it was cooked.
John Favreau, I know it sounds ridiculous to hear out loud now, but they pushed for him to be the lead of that film. Yeah, they were taking a risk on him.
Yeah.
When you follow that up with Ed Norton being the Hulk, you see how that blew up, right? Because he was a name that came in and wanted to truly use his name to get more out of it than they were willing to give. So they got the movie out of him, but as far as like he wanted to be like he wanted to direct the Avenger film, like there was a whole lot of moving parts to that. Then we got another Iron Man. If you go back to that phase one, Chris Evans, right? Chris Evans was a working actor for sure, and he was doing his own thing. He wasn't the mainstream star that he is today. And Chris Evans, for the record, and we'll get into that in a second when we talk about Doomsday, he didn't even fucking want to do the movie. He didn't even want to be Cap in the beginning of the whole thing. So Thor was a whole new name. Chris Hemsworth, we didn't know who the hell that was. Jeremy Renner was a side actor at that point in time. This was the bad guy from SWAT. That was the most that anybody knew about him. Scarlett Johansson was making moves for sure, but none of them were on that level that they are now. Now it seems the other way, that they're trying to attach names to projects. Mahershala Ali was picked. He's an Oscar nominee. He's a mainstream actor, A-lister. They brought him in to be Blade. That whole project exploded in their fucking faces. They tried bringing in new faces, like with Ms. Marvel when they brought in I forgot her last name, but I know the first name was Iman. When they brought in the young girl to be Ms. Marvel, that teenager, when she got brought in, she was eviscerated online for that role. Same thing when they brought in Tatiana Maslany for She-Hulk. Everybody was like, that's a curious hire. Orphan Black was dope, don't get me wrong, but let's see if she can handle being the She-Hulk, and then eviscerated. It's every time that they tried to bring in new blood,
is it the actor or is it the script, though?
You can make an argument that a lot of the criticism was more so on the script.
Absolutely. At least from my
then
memory.
when the criticism came, they didn't react well to the criticism, and then it became, oh, fuck you then. He's like, I was mad at the situation they put you in, but now that you coming out, I mean, Brie Larson,
I mean,
Oscar
you got
nominee,
to, dude. You're
and-
committed to the bit, brother. You have
Yeah.
to. It's your movie. What do you want?
Brie Larson got attacked for being Brie Larson. That had nothing to do with the writing. They didn't like her for whatever reason. Captain Marvel, that thing just was a whole goddamn
Are
mess.
you Captain Marvel? That's the
Brie Larson, the blonde.
okay.
That also. So I transitioned back to the X-Men for just a second. They went out and they hired a list of actors that, not for nothing, are very talented actors. One of them, Maya Boyd, who was selected to be Storm. It's hilarious. If you go to IMDb, there's nothing there.
Right.
There's nothing there. And so if you look deeper into her actual
I was going to say
resume,
that was going to be my counter argument about X-Men because I
Yeah.
saw that she didn't have anything.
if you look deeper into the actual resume, she's a stage actress. She's a lot of Broadway, a lot of Broadway. She has acting experience,
Sure.
but it's all theatrical, right? Which
I mean,
my
Storm.
wife, boom, my wife heard that and went, ha!
Yeah,
That's what I need from my Storm.
yeah.
I need that presence. I need that aura. Let's see if she brings it. Every
She's got the look though, man.
every criticism I have heard about the no-name actors, I don't like the criticism because I feel like, especially when it came to Rogue for Indy Navarrete, I feel like they want the X-Men cartoon Rogue is what they want, with the high sugar and the whole shebang and all that.
You don't
That's
think you're
what
getting that
they want.
accent? You're not getting the accent?
We might get some form of an accent, maybe.
Okay, hold on.
The-
I know I'm kind
The
of
Fox one didn't. The Fox
Are
one
we-
didn't, so we may
Are
not.
we gonna get a? And it's only because I've literally seen this movie every day for the past 2 fucking weeks. Are we gonna get some kind of like a Super Mario variant? Where how they you remember in the first one where they did the commercial and they did like the actual Mario voice, and then when it
Right.
was over, they were like, "Oh, was the accent too much?" And they had like they sounded like Mario a little bit, but it was like the accent wasn't there. You think you're gonna get something a little similar to that?
Yeah,
Where it's-
it sounds when you listen to Chris Pratt voice Mario,
Mhm.
there's almost little to no accent until
Right, it's very
Until-
light. It's very light.
until he does the Mario-esque sounds, and then
Right.
it comes out like a "let's go." All of a sudden, now it's like he tries to do the Mario bit. I think we're going to get I would say regular. There's no such thing as a regular accent, but just more Americanized accent. We may get a southern, what's called like a southern twang,
Or draw.
right? So she might use terms like, this is the MCU, right? They're probably going to build up Sugar. You're not going to hear Sugar a bunch. She'll hit Sugar when it matters.
it'll be a cheap pop.
Yeah, that'll be her Avengers Assemble, right? When it's in the moment, you hit him with the sugar, and the whole place goes, "Oh my god, she said the thing!"
Now
She
she'll
did
probably
it.
say it as soon as she enters the scene for the first time.
They hired Samara Weaving to be Emma Frost, which I'm not entirely opposed of, but my history with Emma Frost is tied to Cyclops, who the actor playing Cyclops and Jean Grey are being played by actors about 10 years younger than her. So I don't think that's going to be a goddamn part of the story moving forward. There won't be much of a love interest thing happening there. But yeah, Chris Abbott, who was hired to be Professor X, he's a stage actor. Obviously, Sadie Sink being Jean Grey is the name.
Mm-hmm.
And I said on 1 week later with Joe Pombo, I liked the way that they introduced Jean Grey. I know a lot of people didn't. I don't care. I do. Because in that Spider-Man film, they really started to showcase what her power scale looks like and how effective she can be. The Jean Grey that we got in Spider-Man is pre-Professor X, pre-training, pre-Cerebro, pre-X-Men experience. This is we got raw talent Jean Grey in Spider-Man Brand New Day. So we got to see how dangerous she can really be when uncapped, when untamed. So now we grow with her as a character and these introductions here. I have a direct feeling. Here's my negative takeaway from the X-Men casting. There's a lot of missing parts. There's a lot of pieces here that are not together. And somebody brought up to me, they said, well, they're probably not done casting, which I'm sure they're not. If the announced date is May 5th, 2028, they're probably not done casting. So why did we do this today? Why did we bring out 6 people or 5 people when it's not fleshed out yet? We're not there yet. I understand the excitement of, hey, here's how much progress we've made on this. My wife brought up, well, it's bringing up hype because we're leading to Doomsday. I don't think Doomsday needs any more goddamn hype than it already fucking has. Spider-Man brought hype. You know, Spider-Man is
but what if it's going the other way?
What if what's going the other way? The announcement of the X-Men thing?
Yeah, you're assuming that the X-Men is bringing hype to Doomsday, whereas I think it's more Doomsday is bringing awareness to the X-Men. Like this announcement isolated by itself, I think is worse. But if you do it here, even though you need more time, you do it here, you can put the bug out with more eyes. Like Doomsday is the draw to promote this. You know what I'm saying? Like the opposite direction of what you just said.
Okay. Right now, as it stands, Spider-Man Brand New Day officially hit $2 billion.
Damn.
In revenue.
Damn. That's fucking insane.
As of right now. So if you're looking for
no wonder the kid's fucking retiring.
If you're looking if you're looking for hype, I think that's your hype right there.
$2 billion is fucking crazy.
That makes it that makes it number 4. Is that number 4? Am I reading this right? Lifetime gross? No, this is the wrong number. Domestic, worldwide. There we go. Yes, here we go. This is the correct number. So Spider-Man Brand New Day is currently $2 billion worldwide. That makes it number 8 all time. It surpassed Spider-Man No Way Home, which was the last Spider-Man film, which takes 9th place with 1.9 billion. So that's 2 movies in the top 10 all time. One just creeping at 2 and the other one just over 2. The movie above them is Avengers Infinity War at 2 billion. And the only other Avenger film is Endgame above it at number 2. At 27. So
Marvel is killing, dude.
Yeah, that's not even including all the other stuff beneath it. Those are all Disney properties. You know what else is in this top? Zootopia 2 with 1.8 billion, Inside Out 2, 1.6 billion, The Lion King, the original fucking Lion. No, I'm sorry, not the original. The live action, 1.6 billion. The original Avengers, 1.5 billion. Go ahead and ask me again what it is that they keep making these movies, my guy.
They're fucking making money, dude.
They making money hand over motherfucking fist.
That's crazy.
So either way that you want to describe it, as far as the hype, I thought they probably shouldn't have done this so early. If they weren't, they're not there. I love the announcement aspect of it. It just wasn't. I don't know. Adam Driver coming in as Nathan Milbury, Mr. Sinister. This is one of the ones where I'm like, typecasting is a problem.
Okay,
because I'm sorry, but he's Kylo. Until otherwise dictated, he is Kylo Ren for life, bro. There's nothing I can do. I felt the same way. I'm not backtracking. I'm going to go ahead and admit it. I was wrong. When they hired Chris Evans to be Captain America after being the Human Torch, wasn't a fan. Now, he's my Cap. I love
He's Cap. He's Cap now.
He's Cap. But he's going to have to he's like Kobe Bryant said to Michael Jordan, nah, you're going to have to show me. You're going to have to show me, brother. No. I'm not big on Adam Driver as a goddamn actor in the first place,
Okay.
but I need to see it. This particular character, Mr. Sinister, I need to see it. All right, I got a history with this guy. I need to see what you can do, brother. I'm not as excited as everybody else. I'm in wait and see mode. I'm in wait and see.
Fair.
Let's wait and
That's
see.
fair.
Let's. I'm not gonna kill it. I'm not gonna say that it's bad because I may not be a huge fan, but I give the man his respect. He can act, right? So let's see.
Let him work, man. Let him cook.
I've been burned by this before. I'm not gonna fall for it again. Let's see what happens. Just like when they got the guy from Brokeback Mountain to be Joker.
Okay.
I was like, come on, guys, what are we doing here? And then he ended up being one of my favorite Jokers. So who knows? Anything like Kevin Garnett's. That's listen. I know he's got a better resume than that, but that's
listen. That's the story you're telling. This narrative we're pushing right now.
That's the narrative we're pushing, brother. That's
listen,
it.
I respect.
That's where it is. All right. So as far as that goes, the X-Men thing, we'll wait and see. May 5th, 2028. They gave us a trailer for Vision Quest, which I'm hella excited for. I don't know if you got a chance to see the actual trailer as opposed to just the
I saw
announcement.
all the. I saw
man.
the announcement stuff.
Yeah, but I if you got to watch the well, you don't give a shit. But for those of you out there who follow this shit like I follow it, the fucking trailer from Vision Quest is insane. James Spader is back as Ultron, but not just the voice. The actual actor himself is in the show. And for those of you confused, what the fuck? I thought Vision was dead. I thought Ultron was dead. Ultron created Vision. So there's always a connection there. All of this is happening within Vision's matrix system. It's all happening within his CPU. He's trying to figure out what happened after WandaVision and why his subconscious is trapped within this system. So that's basically the course of the show. We also get introduced to Tommy, who is the twin brother of Billy, Wanda and Vision's kids. We discovered the twins in WandaVision. We got exposed to Billy and Agatha all along, and Agatha all along ended with Billy deciding to go out and find Tommy. In this series, we have Tommy. So I don't know how that ties together. We'll find out when we watch the show. But the trailer looks amazing. I can't wait. It comes out October 14th of this year. So you won't have to wait long. Outside of the Marvel scope, Star Wars The Starfighter was announced for May 28th, 2020. Ahsoka Season 2, which...
I have not watched, but I want to watch. Is it not good?
No. It's fine.
Okay.
I
don't like it.
No. It's okay. Let me put it like this, right? The show itself was fine, right? A little dry at the beginning. They spend a lot of time, I think, hoping that if you watched the Clone Wars, which I did not at the time, I saw it sometime after. So I didn't know about the Clone Wars up until this point. I know of the character, but I didn't take the ride before I got to that show. So I had to go back. When I went back, it kind of made the show feel better.
I would imagine
I understood more.
You had to understand the character, I guess.
Yeah, and the connection between her and Anakin and what made that special and stuff like that. So I got a chance to see it, and then I kind of appreciate it more. So the fact that there's a season 2 coming, super excited about that. If Hayden Christensen is still part of the project, because I want to see more of that. That's the best part of the season when Ahsoka and Anakin reunite in that first season. It's pretty fucking special. Just like when Obi-Wan and Anakin reunite in the Obi-Wan series, I thought that was fucking amazing. More so than Ahsoka, but pretty good. Pixar announced some new stuff here with Ghost Street. I saw that trailer. It's an animated film coming out in spring of 2028. The live-action Tangled with Catherine Hahn as Mother Gothel. That woman can do no wrong with me. I love me some Catherine Hahn. And then obviously we got Tegan Croft as Rapunzel and Milo Manheim as Flynn Rider. I like the animated movie. I don't know how big you are on the animated movie.
I don't think I've ever really watched Entangled, like in pieces here or there, but nobody. I mean, I sure as fuck wasn't gonna go out of my way to watch it, but no one really around me ever watched it. So,
all right. Well, the live action version comes out March 31st, 2028. March 31st, 2028. Then they went kind of on this run of like sequels, right? So we got Ice Age Boiling Point come out February 27, Frozen 3 coming out in November of 2027, Lilo and Stitch 2 as a live action coming out May 28th, and they're bringing Angel into the live action realm. Incredibles 3 June 2028, which I'm excited for. I like that. Then we got to one that caused a little bit of a stir in the House of O. There was a disturbance in the House of O Force. Coco 2.
hey,
Coco is the one movie we're not allowed to watch in this house.
what?
And it's not my rule. It is Alex's
Of course
rule.
not. What?
It's Alex's. He does not like that movie. And the reason why he doesn't like it is because he thinks it's too sad. That Remember Me song, if I go into that other room right now and start singing that song, he'll slam the door in my face. He does not like the concept because there's something about him right now. He does not like the idea of me and his mother not being here.
I understand that. I
does
get it.
not
now.
like it.
Yeah, I get it.
He does not want to live
Boy,
in a
that
world
shit
where
runs
me and his
deep.
mother is not there.
That
Yeah,
shit
he
runs
does
deep in him, huh?
It's a complete fear. A world without me and his mom he drives him no, won't even talk about it. Won't even discuss it. So we don't play that movie. But I'm a big Coco fan. I love that movie. I love the message behind that movie. My wife brought up a good point though. Are we living in a world now where we just can't do one?
We can't do what?
There's one movie. Does everything have to have a sequel? Because you could make an argument that that first Coco movie is like a masterpiece. It's so well done. It's such a great message, and then the song at the end and everything is just it ends so beautifully. And then and now we have a sequel. It's like, do we really need? It's like,
I don't disagree with her take, but in a world where we have 3 fucking Frozens, we can have two Cocos.
Could have it. And I like the idea that they aged him because the actor himself has aged, so they're gonna change the character up to the voice to match the voice of the individual.
I thought that was cool.
That's cool. I love the look of the new character, and he still has the guitar and all that stuff. So I'm actually really excited to see what that's going to be like. I don't think that we're gonna take Alex, obviously, to go see that one.
I gotta run that one back in my household because for whatever reason, I think we were watching that. I tried to watch it with her when she was 2, and she was cool up until the face painting started, and it fucked her up. But it's themed around. I wouldn't say it's Halloween themed, but it's very much like adjacent to that, and she loves that shit. So I gotta revisit that movie. Maybe now that she's a little bit older, the face paint won't fuck her up as much as it did when she was younger. That movie's fire, though.
She's more into the Halloween spirit of things now than before, so it might be a bigger.
Yeah, she's always been Halloween, but she's bigger now, so that stuff may not freak her out as much. But yeah, that movie was good. It was a damn good movie. Better than fucking Frozen.
Yeah, you and my wife both. She heard that and she farted. She's like, "No, get rid of that shit." Yeah. But hey, it's a huge success. If
I gotta hear that lady fucking sing one more time, I swear to God.
Idina Menzel is the best.
God, fucking.
Another big one. I mean, this one they announced one for the older crowd. I whatever. I thought it was hilarious. We saw Lisa Kudrow and Mira Sorvino appear, and all of a sudden we have a sequel to Romy and Michelle from 1997. The Romy and Michelle's high school reunion movie that was in 1997. They were doing a movie about doing a high school reunion. So I'm assuming in 2026 they're doing some sort of movie about them entering a senior living facility or something. I'm not entirely sure what the basis of that film is going to be. And they did some other announcements as far as the actual resorts and the rides, some of the big rides got coming up. I took a particular interest in their Hollywood Studios one. Unfortunately, since I'm going this week, the ride won't be up and running, so fuck them. Maybe the next time we'll catch Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. has a ride. By the way, while we're in Florida, I will be at Hollywood Studios, so I'm going to be doing a lot of recording because I got to shout out all the fans who are totally digging the Museum of Play, the Strong Museum of Play clips that I've been putting up of what the actual Hall of Fame, because we've done the Hall of Fame thing on here a lot. So instead of just talking about it, I've actually been putting up the clips and stuff like that of the stuff that's there. And people are fucking loving it. I'm getting all kinds of comments and messages. Where is this place? It's in Rochester, homie. Represent.
It's Rochester.
It's at the Rock. Go check it out. Not a bad place at all. I wish I could go again. It's just really far. It's just really far. And I'm in New York. So that's extra far. So was there anything that really stuck out to you to the announcements? Anything you're particularly looking for?
You didn't skip over, but you didn't put in when they were talking about the Coco. They made an announcement. They showed some footage of Kingdom Hearts 4, which looked fucking really cool.
Yeah.
And then they showed that there's going to be a Coco universe there, planet. I haven't played in a while. I know they were planets before. I don't know if they're still planets now. I got to go back and play those again, dude. But yes, I saw that. That was fucking awesome. And also, you didn't have the greatest announcement of this whole fucking thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Bluey the movie.
I saved it for you. Oh, yeah, they did mention Bluey the movie.
Bluey the movie. This shit makes me
3D.
sad, though. This shit makes me sad, though.
It's in 3D? Is that why?
No. It makes me really sad because I'm excited for it. I fucking love Bluey. It's one of my favorite things. You guys got her a muffin. It's one of my I fucking love Muffin. She's the GOAT. Okay. But
the greatest of all time.
The thing that's really sad is that it comes out, I believe it's like August 5th of next year.
Yeah.
And August 5th is 10 days before my daughter's 5th birthday, in which the month or two after that, she'll be starting school for the first time. So that's fucking brutal, dude. I got mad. It's so stupid, but I was literally watching the video and I saw it. I'm hyped. I'm like audibly loud for this movie when I saw it. I'm like, yeah, let's fucking go. This shit's gonna be sick. I can't wait. And then they said the date, and I got fucking sad. Like my brain ran all of that the moment I saw the date. So but yeah, I'm excited.
That movie's release will literally be the ending of your daughter's whole run as a toddler and all that other stuff.
Her innocence will go right out the fucking window. That'll be the last time I get to do it. And more than likely, because she's still not really showing signs, she's getting there. She's actually, I know I may mention before, she's actually just now starting to watch movies. It just so happens to be Mario. She makes me play the first one, and then as soon as it's done, she makes me play the second one. I play them back to back. And you should have seen her laying on the floor with her head on the pillow and a blanket over her, just watching, calling Bowser a meanie the whole time. Like, she actually is watching the movie, and she requesting the movie and stuff like that. So I would imagine by that time, she might be in a place where she can actually go sit, and popcorn's her favorite snack. She has to have popcorn in the house. Like, I have to get it by the box from Sam's, or else it's hell on earth. So she's sizing up for a big outro before school for a Bluey movie, first time in the movie theater, popcorn type shit. They did a live play too. They had a live play I didn't know about. They got it on Disney Plus, and I found myself watching it with her. I'm supposed to be working. I'm fucking like this, watching
I also forgot that they announced a new Simpsons movie.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know if I'm gonna. I can't watch this show without Marge. I can't believe they did that to my homegirl Marge, bro. They did her dirty, bro. They did her dirty on that one.
So So, or do you have more of this that you were going to talk about?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
If you got something else.
So but to close this out,
Okay.
and I want you to know that this is going to be a real attempt, but I'm going to need your help.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, this weekend, we were doing our thing. We were, cleaning up around the house, shit like that. And out of fucking nowhere, I heard the craziest shit out of my wife's mouth. And not only did she say it, but her body language to boot. And she looked at me and goes, I'm so fucking excited for Doomsday. I said,
Okay.
what? She goes, yes, I'm so fucking excited. And I'm like, but you haven't seen any of the other. She goes, I don't care. Robert Downey Jr.'s in it. I'm going to watch it. Now, in her defense, it took me some time to kind of like sit with that. She does watch the other two movies. I forget the fucking name of them. What's the big ones? What's the other two? Come on,
the Avenger films.
Yes, the Avenger movies. The one. The big
she saw Endgame.
Yes, and
she
what's
saw
the other big one?
Infinity War.
So she watches both of those almost annually. She does. Okay. So it took me a second to realize. Okay. She does fuck with these movies. She does. She watches them. So it isn't too far fetched that she's excited for Doomsday. Now here's my problem.
Okay.
I want to kind of know a little bit of what's happening if I'm gonna fucking watch Doomsday. All right.
Gotcha.
So it don't gotta be today or tomorrow, or you can even chat GPT it, or I could chat GPT it. But I'd rather get it from the source. You know what I mean?
Okay.
What is the minimal amount of work that I would have to do to be able to understand or at least appreciate? We already agreed to run the Spider-Man movies because I told you we were going to watch the Spider-Man movies and that we kind of watched it a little bit, whatever. So we've already agreed to watch the Spider-Man movies because we want to see the new one. But what would I have to do to be able to enjoy it just a little bit more, the Doomsday movie?
Okay. I think I can get it down to so simple that you would only have to watch one thing. I think I can get it down to the one thing.
Is it enough?
Let me explain to you why.
If I'm an overthinker.
If Nora has already seen Infinity War and Endgame, believe it or not, she's in the driver's seat right now.
Okay.
And I explained to you why. The Russo brothers are re-releasing Endgame in
I told her about that, and she was mad hype about that shit.
They're adding 7. They're adding no, not this Endgame. She can't.
Okay.
They've added 7 extra minutes to the film.
Whoa!
That are going to connect the events of Endgame.
Okay, fair enough.
To Doomsday.
Okay.
They're streamlining it so that it makes sense together between Avenger films. There's obviously going to be people in there you're meeting for the first time. There's gonna like if you didn't see Fantastic Four, but it's the Fantastic Four. You know everything there is to know already about the Fantastic Four. You know about the Wakandans already. You know who the X-Men are, and you've already ran into the major players of the MCU. So watching their movies and shows, while entertaining, aren't really required viewing for Doomsday. There is one thing that I suggest everybody watch before Doomsday. Loki. Watch Loki. Because Loki explained everything. Doom is going to use incursions in this movie to destroy worlds. And it's going to, I'm going to give away what I think will be the ending. I didn't read the script. I don't know. But to get to Secret Wars, we need Battle World. And Battle World is a collection of different areas, all being brought into one area, one planet, where teams from each world will defend itself against others to avoid being destroyed. That only happens if
they biting off of Dragon Ball Z. No,
bro, this is based off of a comic.
I know.
But,
I know that was out first.
The point that I'm trying to make about Loki is that the big basis of what's going down at Doomsday is timelines and incursions. And Loki, the series, takes the time to slowly educate people on that. This is what it looks like in the MCU. Take this information moving forward with you. You'll be good to go.
Damn,
so I would advise
that's all the way
check
back at the beginning of the season, bro. That was the second move. I mean, the second series.
And I'm telling you, it's you don't need it because I think they're gonna do
it's ironic
some form of explanation. But if you want if you really want to be in the know about what's going on, even in the trailer, if you look at the trailer, they show Professor X in the window looking up with that bright orange light. It's an incursion taking fucking place. So if you want to know why the X-Men is beating the shit out of the Avengers, why the Fantastic Four, the Wakandans are teaming up to do XYZ, it's explained in Loki. You can watch the movie and enjoy it without it. But if you want to be in the know, because I think based on the scene that I saw, that scene where like the Thunderbolts and the Fantastic Four are all in the same room, and you see the diagrams on the chalkboard, I think what they're going to do in the movie is they're going to have Reed Richards very quickly explain incursions in timelines. But it's going to be cliff notes. It's going to be these two. It's going to be quick because they got to get into it. They only have 2 hours, 3 hours to change to get through this. We want to blow shit up. So before we blow shit up, for those who didn't do the homework, here's why we're blowing it up. Okay, let's go. So if you want to be prepared thoroughly, you really want to be in the know, Loki really does the job. I really can't. There's no sense in going back and watching all the other movies because there's things that change throughout. It's too much work. If you want to just get the basis idea of what's happening, then watch Loki. In the movie, you're going to get a chance to meet Doomsday and learn about the character more and his motivations. They're saving all that for Doomsday. So you'll get more info. Yeah, they're not going to... Think back, folks, on Infinity War. When Infinity War started, Thanos had Thor by the fucking head. He blew up the ship. They sent Hulk to the city. We're off to the fucking races. We're not sitting here bullshitting with you. We already did all the quizzes. We did all the homework already. It's time for the final exam. This is it. We're going balls to the wall. So I think they're going to give you a quick little piece. Here's what an incursion is. Here's what these timelines mean. Because in that room, in that trailer, we had 616 represented. We had 828 represented. We have different timelines in the trailer. The X-Men are from a different timeline, but they're all converging because of the incursion. So if you want to know what that is, it's Loki. For the record, Loki is probably, one would argue, the best Disney Plus series that Marvel did.
That's hilarious because when we started watching Loki, I think we watched like 2 episodes and we were just like, ugh. and it does make sense because if they were trying to lay down groundwork, I don't know. It was one of those things. It was like, man, it was one of those feelings where it's like, man, I wish I'd like, if I knew about what the fuck I was listening to, you know what I mean? It's like one of those like chicken for the egg type things.
Yeah, because you didn't finish Loki when you watched Deadpool versus Wolverine at the beginning, and you saw the TVA guys, you must have been like, what the fuck? You see, like, right? What the hell is this? So, like,
well, and maybe this will work for us when we watch it, but like to your point, that scene meant something, right? But to me, he was just beating up on some officers that was trying to capture him. You know what I mean? Like it still made sense as an isolated movie, but obviously it's deeper if you know the fucking lore behind it. But I'm going to give it another go. I'm going to give it another go because I want to at least understand what's going on if we're going to watch it. Because I'm going.
That's the basics.
Apparently,
That's the I don't bother. I mean, you could if you were the kind of person that was really into this shit, I would suggest take your time, go back in this order. But I know you don't really you're not that invested. So if you're gonna focus on anything to be up to date for Doomsday, Loki.
Got it.
Loki is the way to.
That's doable homework for me.
You have until December. You can watch
there's not enough time. There's not enough time, man.
Yeah, but you have to understand it, because he who remains breaks all of that. When Jonathan Majors was on the cast, he broke that shit down eloquently. It's just this piece, I did this, I did that. Let's go. So it's the best one, I think, personally, for me.
Cool.
So
works for me.
I advise everybody to go out there and do exactly that. Let's get into the third segment.
Segment 3 is here, and I can't wait.
We're talking Lucha. A little throwback from 10 years ago. We're talking Lucha Libre. And the reason why we're talking Lucha Libre is because they're doing this big tournament on Monday Night Raw. They brought up eight luchadors. People keep saying they brought up 8 AAA talents. They really didn't. I mean, Penta's on the show, but Ray Phoenix is on the show, but they're main roster guys. But it's pretty much 8 luchadors that are going to be put in a tournament, and the winner of the tournament will be facing Roman Reigns for the World's Heavyweight Championship at a Mexico City edition of Monday Night Raw, or as you put it earlier, there is a tournament taking place to see who will have the opportunity to lose to Roman in Mexico City. And just
blessing. It's a blessing.
I would like to bring something to the table here when it comes to this conversation, because I want to give a solid round of applause here for all the work being done down there in AAA to keep as much of this fucking style as they possibly can. Because if there's anything the WWE loves to do more is colonize these areas and make them more WWE. They're like Tron. You know, they come in and they just allocate all their bullshit everywhere. The WWE literally flies in on the Mayflower and just genocides an entire native area. And that's usually what they tend to do.
Hey, listen, they've done that. That's how they became who they are. Let's not forget.
Yeah, they did it here in the States first. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
that's how the evolution of it started. So,
oh my goodness,
don't forget where you came from.
Keep to your homicidal roots, baby.
That's right.
So they're doing this thing with the tournament. I had a conversation yesterday with a friend.
Oh boy,
who messaged me out of the blue, and he messaged me and he said the finals of the G1 Climax, which is this big tournament in New Japan, the finals ended with I think he said a headlock or something like that. He beat him with a headlock or something like that.
Okay.
I said, and this is why the Japanese craze is pretty much over. I said, that's pretty much it. That at one point, like even here on the show, we were doing some New Japan stuff. We were doing the Wrestle Kingdom shows, talking about it, hyping it up. We did some of the reviews for it. There was a time and place where like they were the rage. Everybody was talking about New Japan. Their talents were all over the place. That phase has kind of died off.
That was around. That was, to me, it was around the first or the mentioning of the Forbidden Door stuff happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Forbidden Door is what killed the New Japan craze. Once everyone here got to see it, and they're like, "Oh, okay, that's pretty cool," and then they just went on with their.
This is what you guys keep fucking talking about.
Yeah, this is it.
No, it's good. It was good. I enjoyed it for what we watched.
Yeah, it was very, very good. And now I feel like the New Japan wave kind of slowing down. That Lucha Libre wave right now. It's going up. It's up. I mean, right now, Lucha Libre, we up, baby. This is it. This is our time. We just took Alex to a birthday party for a classmate, a friend of his, and his friend is a girl, and the dad is a huge wrestling fan.
Okay.
So I don't normally talk to I don't talk to his friends' parents. We don't need to do this. We don't need to, this is not a requirement.
I don't want to be. You don't want me here. I don't want to be here.
Let the kids play. We don't need to do this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many times, because Steph will go and she tries to socialize. I'll take him to go meet with the kid. I'll sit on the other side of the park. I don't need to say shit to you. Just let the kids fucking play, do their thing. But this one I talked to because, come on, there's loads to talk about here, right?
When you say you're a wrestling fan, it's time to quiz you. I'm going to spend this time quizzing you.
Oh, it's a dick measuring contest right off the bat. But the boy knows ball. He knows ball. So we're good. But he hit me yesterday with a dagger in my heart. I was so jealous because he's of Mexican descent,
okay,
and his family obviously from Mexico. And they just recently went on vacation. They went to Mexico, visit family, stuff like that. He went to Arena de Mexico to watch CMLL live, and he's showing me on his phone, and I'm looking at him.
Checks out. He checks out.
I want to fucking watch CMLL in Arena de Mexico. That's a bucket list thing for me. That is a legendary venue. That is where some of the best lucha libre has ever taken place. It's in that. And he's sitting there going, look. That was a hate ass motherfucker. That boy. I told Steph, I said, I'm gonna go in his bathroom right now and deuce that bitch right up. Now.
You should have.
I'm leaving him in upper decker. That's what I'm doing. I'm dropping a stool in that back bowl. That's what's happening now. But now I think Lucha Libre right now is making a lot of noise right now on both sides because AEW's got their Lucha Libre going on. With the CMLL connection there. So Lucha Libre is up right now. And La Parca and Penta have advanced to, I was going to show it. Hold on one second. Let me show the actual thing so people know what I'm talking about right here. Bing. There we go. Oh, let me pull the banner down for just a second so everybody can see the actual. Here's the actual. Look, first of all, can we acknowledge how majestic the champ looks? Look at that goddamn picture. That boy got aura. Look at him. So the first two matches have taken place. Penta and Laredo Kid have already taken place. Penta has advanced. Psycho Clown and La Parca reignited their feud for this matchup. Now, their match didn't happen on Raw. It happened in a AAA ring. I believe it was in Mexico. And La Parca advanced. So it's going to be Penta and La Parca in the next round. We still have Dragon Lee against El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. And it's going to be Rey Fénix versus El Fascal. And let's be real. I mean, there's a lot of people talking about it. So let's talk about it. Is this just an exhibition to see where Penta's at right now with the audience? He's the overwhelming favorite. Obviously, I mean, former Intercontinental Champion. I mean, this guy's doing big things on the main roster. Is this Penta's opportunity against the OTC?
I mean, that's the way it looks. That's the way it looks. I mean, I don't really see Rey Fénix coming on top. I don't really see them. I think it would be cool if they gave someone not Penta from AAA to have that match with him, but I don't really see them. I don't see them really doing that. Not with this group. Not with this group here.
Yeah, I don't see El Fascal competing against Roman Reigns at a title match in Mexico. I don't see a lot of opportunity for that to be happening. Let me pull it back up for just a second. I mean, Rey Fénix and Penta are the only main roster talents on this whole thing. If anything, I'm kind of foreseeing maybe that being the final. And it would be kind of weird for non-Lucha fans who've never seen Rey and Penta together, whether it be competing or as a team, to see the brothers going at it in the finals. But I think it's pretty. So I think it's enough. I think it would be weird for the like if you've never seen the two of them in the ring before, because right now they're having okay matches. They're not doing anything all that crazy. I don't know what a WWE version of Penta versus Rey Fénix looks like. because I've seen their matches in the past, and that's pure insanity. It's a wrestling match on steroids, and I don't know.
I feel
that
like
looks
Penta's
like.
match felt like a WWE match.
Oh yeah, it happened on Raw. Yeah, they're gonna
that's,
do.
yeah, but that's what I'm worried about, though, right? Like, I expected to see more flash. Now, don't get me wrong. I know Penta's like a lot older. He's got a lot of
Mileage.
holes in his he's got a lot of holes in his bump card, all kinds of stuff. I get it, but like I was expecting something different, something that was AAA, and I got a WWE match, which I didn't hate. But if you're showcasing me your product, I want your product.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And I don't know if we're gonna like La Parca and Psycho Clown was able to do that, but they did that in a AAA ring with that audience, with the Mexican audience. If you really are gonna do Penta versus Rey Fénix, I don't know if I would do it on Raw. Let them go to Mexico, let them ball out.
Let them,
Take that footage, bring it back to the States and go, Roman's gonna fight this guy, this lunatic. This is gonna be amazing. Check us out on Raw. Because if you have Rey Fénix and Penta go into that ring in front of that American audience and start giving each other side headlocks, grind it, baby. He's like, I don't know if that's gonna work out. You gotta let them go. You gotta let these guys be these guys. On occasion, I wouldn't do it all the time. Penta's found an equation that works for him on the main roster, and that's cool. But come on, brother. We're hyped to see it. We want to see it. Let's go.
Bring it out for one night. Let's get that authentic lucha match. Because I mean, I hate these tournaments when it's just like, all right, well, we're gonna get Rey Fénix and we're gonna get Penta. There's gonna be Penta and Roman, and then Penta's gonna lose. Like we can telegraph we can telegraph the whole thing. So I don't know.
Hey, you use the word itself. It's rarely ever executed correctly, but a rub. This would indeed be a rub. This could give Penta a little extra something that he may need.
It will.
I'm surprised that that the WWE is as on board with Penta as they are. Because I thought for sure he would come in, they'd let him do his thing for a little bit, the interest would die out because this is what he does, but they seem to really be into Penta. And
we said it when he first came. It's like, dude, he came in like he's been here this whole time.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know if they expected him to mesh as quickly as he did. He acclimated super quick.
He did, the idea was to let him come in, build up something so that when Rey came in, they could tag him, and he did so well they never tagged him. Yeah. So they're like, oh no, we've got something with the Penta guy. Let's do that. They were grooming Dragon Lee, and Penta became the default Lucha guy out of nowhere. So, we'll see how that goes. But this is an interesting tournament idea. I really like this idea. I like the fact that we're getting a chance to see more and more of these types of talents. And I didn't bring up New Japan to throw shade. The problem is with New Japan right now is that they're figuring it out right now. They lost so many of their top guys that they're trying to find a recipe that works right now. And AAA they've got a formula going right now. They've got guys on top. They've elevated El Grande Americano. El Vikingo is up there. Obviously, Dominic Mysterio is the mega campeon up there. They have Rey Fénix is kind of in the middle right now with Laredo Kid and those guys. Their tag team division is starting to pick up a little bit. They're gaining some goddamn speed. So you got to give them some sort of fucking credit. I know CMLL is still out there rocking. No disrespect to CMLL. They're still out there doing their thing. I don't want to get banned. I want to go to the Arena de Mexico and check it out. And I'm going to do the whole thing, by the way. I'm going to do the whole thing. If I get a chance to go to Arena de Mexico, I'm going to get a mask, obviously. And I'm going to have
elote.
I'm going to have elote when I get there, too. I want the elote. I want the corn. I want the corn on the stick. That's what I want, baby. Nice elote, some agua, and watching some lucha libre. Yeah.
Agua, yeah, that's what you're going to be drinking. Water.
Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be. I need to see where the beer is coming from. All right, because I saw.
You think the water's any better?
Yeah, that's the thing. So the one time I did go to Mexico, I drank bottled beverages. That came down to the beer as well. Because if you go down where I was, there are people who are selling beer, and it's in like one of those igloo pitchers where you push a little button down. It's like,
you're not with it.
Not with it. You're not gonna get my butt cheeks like that. You have to work a little harder to get a slice of this ass. Let me tell you right now.
Know your worth.
Yeah. It's got to make it a little harder. Oh, you almost got that one. Hold on a second.
You almost got my buds.
Yeah,
you almost got them.
You're going to have to earn this butthole, son. That's all there is to it.
Yo, god damn.
There's a clip and a half for you. But yeah, we're not. No, there's no chance. I need it inspected. I need to look at the can or the bottle. That was when my love of Dos Equis came. That Mexican trip. I love Dos Equis. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. But yes, so kudos to them putting together the whole tournament. I'm all for it. It sounds good from here. And now it's time to get pissed off, unfortunately.
It is now time for the main event of the evening.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, here we go. I did it.
Come on. What?
I watched.
What could you possibly be upset about? I mean, I know it wasn't the ending. That's for fucking sure. So what exactly pissed you off about the very confusing ending of this fucking 3-parter, huh?
I regret pitching this.
Man.
I should have left this one alone. Because when this part was over, I walked away hating everybody. I hated everybody. There was not one person I felt like, no, that's not true. Awesome Kong, Kia Stevens. She was awesome. She was hilarious during this whole fucking thing. She was talking wild shit this whole time. And as my wife said it, she was the only one that gave me the impression that she was telling the truth. Everybody pointed the finger at everybody else. She fucked me. He fucked me. He stabbed me in the back. She did this. They did this. He did this. They conspired everybody. And you know what I learned?
Including Jeff Jarrett, by the way.
Yes.
I think he's the one that was full of shit this whole time.
100% full of shit. I don't buy a single fucking thing that he said at all whatsoever.
You're selling,
this whole fucking
but I ain't fucking buying, buddy.
I didn't buy what he was selling. I didn't buy what Karen was selling. I didn't buy what Vince Russo was selling. The Talking Heads, Scott Morris, full of shit. All the way down the line, everybody who had a D'Lo Brown came across as a pretty likable dude, but
he wasn't on there much though.
No, you know why?
Because he had like 2 bars, and that was it. He really was on all 3 parts. He's got like maybe 3 minutes of screen time,
and it's all vague shit. Like when he made comments about like when TNA decided to go on Monday nights head to head with Raw. Well, that was a stupid idea, like shit like that. But like
like punchline, like one-liners, some shit. Like that.
Yeah. He spoke in sound bites, which was pretty cool, and they needed that, I guess. But I walked away from this hating absolutely everybody. Everybody. I thought everybody looked fucking stupid. And you know why I think everybody looked fucking stupid? Go back.
Because they were fucking stupid.
Because they were determined to explain in great detail how stupid they were. That's what upset me. Because you could say something that reveals you to be stupid and not know that you did that. You could say something.
It's called being stupid.
Right.
It's like action, not playing stupid. See, people don't understand the difference between playing stupid, acting stupid, and being stupid. And the latter is what you just explained.
Yeah, and for the record, all 3 were on display in this goddamn documentary, right?
You covered the spread.
Vince Russo, Jeff Jarrett, Karen Angle, off the top of my head, those 3. not only snitched on themselves 1,000 times over, I was catching a pattern. Each one of them kept telling you before the shitty thing happened, they kept saying over and over again, we were trying to count how many times they would do it. They kept telling you, I knew this was going to happen, and then it happened. Oh, I knew what game he was playing, and then he played it. Oh, I knew what the power play was, and then they let the power play happen. Every time they explained something shitty, they prefaced it by saying that they saw it coming.
Mm-hmm.
All three did this. Okay? And the sentence of the entire episode that blew my mind so ridiculously that I had to pause it and fucking breathe was when Vince Russo said about Jeff Jarrett, and this was toward the end, where he goes, because it was based off of what Anthem was doing with TNA at the time, that once Dixie was out of the way, it was just Anthem owned. Vince Russo said that Jeff Jarrett was such an inspirational dude that if the power play hadn't happened, and had he been allowed to have been in control the entire time, that TNA would be at a much bigger spot than it is today. You fuck! You're the reason the power play happened, you fucking dipshit.
Hey, he played the game.
I told my son when we were watching it, imagine someone stabbing you in the back and costing you your dream job. And the reason why he cost you your dream job is because he wanted the dream.
Yeah, he wanted the control.
And so he stabs you in the back to get the dream job. And then the person who's in charge of deciding who gets the dream job still doesn't give it to you. They give it to somebody else. And not just somebody else, your mortal enemy, Hulk Hogan. Because that's who Vince Russo's real enemy is. It's Hulk Hogan. So you stabbed your friend in the back to get his job, and they gave his job to somebody else, and then you went on camera and said, man, if only he hadn't been stabbed in the back, we would have made so much more money. You fucking lunatic. You're the dipshit that stabbed him in the fucking back.
Hey, man, hindsight 2020, you know what I mean?
No, you can't live in the past, right? It's like, we have to get over things, right? I'm like, what?
And I'm calling Cap, by the way, because I don't think he believes that.
No, because he wanted the company. His true belief is that he could have saved TNA.
Yeah,
that's what his true belief is. And then when he was criticizing Hogan, he was like, Hogan and Bischoff are only worried about Hogan and Bischoff. We work for TNA. Fuck you. Because in 08 and 09, when TNA was at its highest, it was you, it was Jeff Jarrett, it was Dutch Mantel. You drove Dutch Mantel off, you drove him insane, and then you allowed Dixie Carter to fuck over Jeff, which left you as the last man standing, which is what you wanted.
Which is what he wanted.
Until you were not the last man anymore. They immediately replaced those two people with a guy you didn't like, and now it's a problem.
He got fucked, yeah.
That was where the true problem became, because you didn't like Hogan, you didn't like Bischoff, you knew that you fucked them over in WCW, and now they were coming back in a power position, and you were fucked. And you knew it. So all of a sudden now, Jeff Jarrett is the greatest human being who ever lived.
Yep. Damn.
And the Jeff Jarrett was supposed to. I said this in the first part. Now I'm completely convinced. He really believed by the time that this series is over, he would be the sympathetic figure.
Who, Jeff Jarrett?
Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, 100%. That's why he did it.
He 100% believed he was going to come out of this series looking like, what a fucking hero. What a fucking hero.
Or maybe not even a hero, but at least, damn, man, they really fucked him over.
Jeff Hardy. Jeff motherfucking Hardy. I need him to not talk as Jeff Hardy ever again. I need him to just be the character. I need him to be the charismatic enigma. I need him to jump off of high shit. I don't ever want to hear him discuss anything about life. You know, Jeff Jarrett, you know, he's a real inspiration. When? Because you were around Jeff when you fucking fucked your whole life up with the drug thing. So at what point did he inspire you to do any fucking thing?
Drugs?
And then that was the real inspiration. I didn't know you could survive that amount of drugs. I'm gonna try to get my personal best.
Hell
When they did you see the footage that they played for Victory Road when he was fucked up? When Jeff Hardy was fucked up before the match.
Yeah, how they sent him home and shit like that.
They didn't even send him home. They sent him to the ring.
Well, no, they sent them to the ring, and then they realized, oh, that was a bad idea. So they went out to cover it. And who was it? Sting? Was it Sting he was wrestling?
He was wrestling Sting for the world title. Yeah,
right. Sent them home. Aggressive pin. He was trying to kick out, but he counted him out.
Let me explain something to the people out there who have spent no time inside of a professional wrestling locker room. Jeff Hardy and Sting are the main event of this pay-per-view. Sting is defending the TNA World Heavyweight Championship against Jeff Hardy in the main event. Main event. These are not job guys. These are not curtain jerkers. These are not enhancement talent. It's Jeff motherfucking Hardy. If you are trying to convince me that nobody knew he was fucked up at the beginning of the night, from the minute he walked in the door, because if you look at the footage of him walking to the ring, he didn't get like that in the last hour of the pay-per-view. It wasn't like he surprised people at Gorilla that he was fucked up. He was fucked up that whole time.
Well, they assumed he was, from my understanding, if that was the case, to me, my understanding is that they assumed it would wear off by the time he got there. And then when he did get there, this part they said he'll be fine the moment he steps out. They're assuming that adrenaline hit will sober you up, right? If you've been drunk before, some shit happens, and you are drunk. Something happens, and you sober up. You know what I mean? Like for the most part, and you're able to handle the situation. But I think they assume that amount of energy from the big match would kind of overcome it, and him be able to function. But clearly, when they saw him walking down the ramp, they're like, oh no, this is not good at all.
And the one thing that you asked me earlier, what was it you saw that pissed you off? It was this. Because they have been trying to convince me this entire time that the TNA story is the Jeff Jarrett story. That the two are intertwined. And I've been saying this entire time, fuck no. You want to intertwine it. That doesn't mean that it is intertwined.
Okay.
And so we get to the Jeff Hardy story. Jeff's not even in the fucking building. He's at the fucking hotel. They called him to come. Jeff is fucked up. We need you. He gets there. This is the story Jeff's telling. He gets there, and they got about 18 people talking to Jeff Hardy. He can't get a word in edgewise and just goes, you know what? Everybody was just so into it. I feel like anything I said would have made it worse, so I just left. Why are we talking about this story then? Why are we even discussing this? You did nothing. You know who did stuff? Bischoff. Bischoff did stuff and still passed the buck. No one took responsibility for allowing him to go to the ring. Again, this person, everyone's pointing in different directions. No fucking accountability anywhere. The only person taking any responsibility for anything at all was Eric Bischoff going to the ring and telling Jeff Hardy, get out of the ring right now. Why? 30 seconds ago, you guys told him to go to the ring. Are you seriously trying to convince me that you didn't know he was that fucked up before he went through the curtain? It wasn't until he was in the ring and on camera on live pay-per-view when you went, he seems off.
This ain't it. Yeah, he may not be. He's going to hurt somebody.
It's bullshit. They had a pay-per-view that was on the air. They had a main event they could not replace
Nope.
And they tried to force it to fucking happen.
They
and
did.
when they got into the ring and realized it absolutely could not, that was when Bischoff told the story about, I went up to Jefferson, get out of the ring, and there was nothing happening. So he goes to sing, hit him when you're finished, and get the fuck out of here. So your solution to a guy who is inebriated in the ring with no vision of anything that's happening is to give him a fucking scorpion death drop under the back of his head and pin him 1, 2, 3. That's what you want to do. And for the record, Jeff Hardy was out of his mind and still bumped it like a madman. That was your fucking solution to the problem. And they left one very important detail out. Jeff told his side where he was just like, and then I left. And then Bischoff was like, well, we went to the bed. Everyone told their stories. One person was honest. And I think it was Scott D'Amore who said that the locker room was not happy with Jeff. You want to tell a real story about what happened to Jeff Hardy? You know who was gunning for Jeff that night? AJ Styles was ready to fuck this motherfucker up on site at that pay-per-view because Sting won that world title that he was defending against Jeff, and a whole program with AJ and like a bunch of other people. They moved all those people out of the way because Jeff was the hot commodity at the time and they wanted him in the title picture. Mm-hmm. So they all lost that spot so that Jeff could get it, and this is how he showed up. So they were ready. I heard stories of people having to remove AJ from the building. You gotta leave because he had bloodlust. He was ready to fucking kill this motherfucker right here. Don't worry, he ain't gonna feel it. Just bring his ass over here. It'll be quick. They did a thing. They also didn't mention this, but when Jeff Hardy eventually did return, they did this thing on Impact where they made him go to all these different wrestlers on camera, and they basically he went to seek them out to apologize and to take responsibility for his actions, and he had to sit there and be berated by these wrestlers on camera. Like, how could you? Well, what a fuck up! But AJ lit his. That was a shoot. AJ went off on him, and that's on YouTube. You guys can check it out of AJ Styles going berserk on fucking Jeff Hardy and just letting him know this is how I feed my family. This is this. And you fuck it up. And I was like, yeah, let him go. I hated every single person on this goddamn show. Then they got into the Jeff Jarrett stuff with the. Even he, Jeff Jarrett, he can't even do the pain of addiction correctly. Because I thought he was going to tell us this really sob story. He said, "I'll never forget the turning point in my life. We're doing a backyard pool party at my house. It's a pool party. We got the friends over, the family over, cooking up the grilling. We grilling." I get the burgers out, the dogs. We're doing our thing. He goes, and I look at the mirror as I'm drinking a beer. And I look in the mirror and look down. And he sees a beer belly, and he goes, "Not on my watch." That's when I knew right there I had to make a change. And it pauses for him, and he goes, just like that, I switched to vodka, and I went, "This motherfucker." This motherfucker just said,
I switched to vodka. That shit threw me off. I'm like, I for a second, I was like, oh, we're about to get the redemption arc.
That's where I thought he was heading.
I switched to vodka. Yep.
And I'm like, oh, here comes the moment where he had the epiphany. I got to change my life. Nope. I'm going to do a worse thing that I was doing before. Then when he gets to the actual part, where he did have the epiphany, and he's gonna go to rehab, and he's gonna do all this stuff. He's at rock bottom. His wife's looking at him, and they're like, "What are you gonna do, man? You gonna fix your life and all that stuff?" And he goes, "And God spoke through me. I'm gonna clean myself up." And I said, "Here we fucking go again." No one finds God faster than people who have burned every literal bridge in their entire life. When they have burned every bridge, when they've scalded every friend and family member that they can, when there's nothing left to destroy, they turn to the Lord. And here we go. God spoke to me and said, "Jeff, You've got to clean up your act, big guy. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. Here goes this shit again. And it's like, all right. Oh,
and then your boy Tony Khan calls him.
Another bullshit. Oh my God.
I forgot about that. You saw that? No, you did. That's the part I was waiting for this whole time.
So he
came on that screen glazing.
I screamed at my TV screen. I said, "Oh, we're talking about AEW now." And he starts talking about the Owen Hart tournament. And I said, "Oh, we're talking about the Owen Hart tournament. Let's see where this goes." And of course, all he talked about was the good shit that happened from that tournament. He didn't talk about the tournament. And I looked right at my wife. I said, "Are they fucking sick?" Because the AEW part of the story, they're cutting back and forth between Jeff Jarrett and Tony Khan. It's going back and forth. And I'm listening to Tony Khan talk, which is a painful process, but I'm going through it. And I pause it because they set it up perfectly on how this was going to go with the tournament. And then they never talked about what happened in the tournament. And I went, fucking assholes. I'm assuming they weren't going to get Tony Khan. What happened was, folks, AEW was getting criticized for having an Owen Hart Memorial Tournament.
I remember that, yep.
Because they didn't have access to the footage. They had access to home video and pictures from the wife, or the why am I blanking on the word? Widow. The widow of Owen Hart, Martha Hart. And so they had gotten a few things from her, but a lot of the people that were competing in the tournament are too young to have had any connection to Owen, right? It's a memorialized tournament. We get it. We're paying homage to someone who didn't get the chance to get that honor in WWE because Martha won't allow it. She doesn't want the people that killed her husband to profit off of her husband. I completely understand. But I've argued against this tournament for a while because what does it do for Owen or the family? Not a whole lot. It does a lot for AEW, so she didn't let WWE do it, but someone's profiting off of the husband anyway. Anyway, long story short, it wasn't this year's tournament. I think it was like last year's tournament where they had Jeff Jarrett on the staff, and then they announced that he would be in the tournament, which I thought, that's amazing. He's the one human being on this earth that not only has a connection to Owen Hart, best friend of Owen Hart, up and down the roads together, two promoters' sons, living it up. And I said, this is great because finally they have a built-in story here. I didn't think Jeff would win the tournament. Obviously, it should go to the up-and-comers, but you could really get a lot of promo, a lot of story out of this because this is Owen Hart's best friend competing in an Owen Hart Memorial Tournament. This is great.
Makes sense.
So they had all of the wrestlers come down and they cut promos about what Owen Hart means to them, and everyone had to do it. So they had Jeff do it. And Jeff cuts this amazing promo. Very emotional, in my opinion. It's one of the best promos he ever cut in his life. It was an amazing promo. Very emotional. Talks about the road, talks about the ups and downs, what Owen Hart means to him. It was like having a brother that died. It was a family member to him that died. It was important to him that they pay homage and they give tribute, and it's important to him that he gives tribute to his best friend in this tournament. I mean, it rallied, right? So then we get to Chicago, the start of the tournament. He's a heel in the company, but he comes up to Chicago after that promo. He gets a hero's welcome. They're tearing the roof off for Jeff Jarrett. I haven't heard that motherfucker get a pop like that since the WCW days or the WWE days. The building is shaking for Jeff Jarrett. He comes out with the wife and the friends. It's a big entrance for him. He's got Adam Page in the first round, a high-level, main event-level talent for AEW. This is the perfect scenario. And then they went out to the ring and they just beat him. Just flat out, just fucking beat him. That's it. Thanks for the
break, dude.
Thanks for the memories. Take this L. Head to the back. Good luck with the rest of your fucking retirement tour. That is it. Then to push the issue further and to jump on the wave, because of course they booed Adam Page out of the building for beating Jeff. Like a week or two later, Jeff Jarrett does this huge promo on Dynamite about getting one last run, wants one last shot at a championship before he calls it quits, and did this big thing about it, and the crowd's behind him because he's still getting steam off of that promo. They even had him and MJF do something in the ring together to kind of hype things up. Never happened. Never happened. They put him on the pre-show as an interviewer. That was it. It was done. I'm like, they didn't show that part. They got the inspirational shit out of the way, but they're like, oh, and stuff was like, what was the rest of it? They beat him. That's the rest of it. They just flat out beat him. They didn't mean jack shit to anybody in that company. Oh, they were friends. Whatever, dude. We got plans for this shit. He's not fucking up our plans because he cried on camera. We have some other shit we need to do.
We're just gonna use him. Seems to be his story, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. We said it at when we talked about part 2. Unless your money's on the line and your name's on the paper, you don't own shit. You don't own anything, and it just became more and more evident here that every project he was a part of, he was way in over his head. Yeah, every fucking time. A lot of gumption. He's a hard worker. He works well under pressure of spit and glue, and he's a great wrestling mind. He could put matches together. He knows how to utilize talent or whatever. He's not a businessman. He's not. He got exposed here. Not much of a businessman. I'll go ahead and put him in the Paul Heyman category. Great fucking wrestling guy. And I would put Paul above Jeff as far as business. He understands the business side of things pretty well. Just couldn't execute it at the time. Jeff's the same way. You know, he's too much heart. All right. I came away from this from this when you think about all these other promotions that have had this problem. Mm-hmm. One promotion that I've seen in my life that's never had an issue with who's on top and who makes the decisions. Vince McMahon. You want to give him shit for being a dick? You couldn't touch it. You could not get to Vince McMahon.
Full control.
He made sure everyone was aware, I'm the man here. Everything here runs through me. I want to know how many cheeses are on the plate in catering. Everything comes through here. Everybody else tries to run things like a committee, like a community. That's not how businesses ran. You need to be the boss. You need to be the guy in fucking charge. And I don't mean the guy that everyone likes to be the boss. The boss. I'm paying for it. I own it. It is mine, and this is how I run it. And if you don't like how I run it, you do not need to be here.
Well, he wasn't paying for it. And you know what? Some can argue, like, they try to pull the Vince play, but Vince pulled it off, and he didn't. That's it, dude. Is trying to get his dad to pitch up money.
If Tony Khan, because Tony Khan runs his company that way. It's community this. It's what he want to do. It's the only thing saving his ass is that he's paying for everything. So he can't be voted out of anything. They can't vote him out. He is the guy who he's the guy, and he doesn't really have an interest in being the guy. He likes all the fun, cool parts about being in charge. He doesn't like any of the nasty, bad little parts. You know, if you're doing great on TV, he loves the chatting and the pep talks and the slap on the backs and the, hey, man, he's doing great. I love what he's doing for the company. But for the people that are not doing so well and it's time to let him go and he doesn't want to let him go and he ghosts people, he doesn't call people back. He would rather pay you your full salary while you sit at home doing nothing than to just have the conversation of going, yeah, I don't think this is working out. Because he doesn't like scenarios where he's the bad guy. You know, I don't like confrontation all that much. Vince will cut you in the moment.
He gets a hard on for that shit.
Oh, yeah, he can't wait. Somebody
that's the difference.
He comes to work. Somebody fuck up, please, so I can fire him.
You don't need to. If he has an urge, someone's getting fucked with.
So you can say what you want about him as an individual, but at least he held his shit down. Jesus Christ. Was there any other like standout moments for you for this third part? We rounding it up here.
No, I mean, I know I'm being dramatic when I say this, but I left more confused than I fucking got anything out of
Solved
it.
nothing.
Personally, I mean, like I said, I think the perspective was really cool that you have an in-depth knowledge of it, and I have none at all. And I thought it would be very interesting to see what I would imagine there would have been some opposing outlook, but for some reason, I feel like we're kind of on the same page here. It was confusing. I think Jeff Hardy came completely out of nowhere to push a narrative. No, Jeff Hardy's story didn't scream to me that we're tying in puzzle pieces. I literally got a brand new story on the ass end of this that I'm being told that Jeff bowed out of. So it didn't really have anything to kind of like do anything to it.
The reason that they gave on the show for bringing it up is because it all happened under Dixie Carter's watch. So they were putting it at her feet. They're trying
to paint her the villain.
Yes.
At this. And at the end of the day,
it's not her fault.
It's not her fault.
Jeff Hardy is an asshole.
For the same reason that we are hating Dixie Carter because she's the money mark that's getting involved in doing stupid shit. At the end of the day, the people that are making the gorilla, the people that are making the call, like I don't think Dixie Carter was in Gorilla and told you guys to do that. I don't think Dixie Carter made the decisions that happened. If anything, they called him in to gain control over what's going on. Now, I don't completely disagree with him. I don't disagree with him sandbagging that situation because at this point, how much he's been fucked around and he keeps getting called in to finalize things and then gets kicked to the curb again, right? Like it was with the whole Hulk Hogan thing when they were doing the original conversation, she called him in to have that meeting with her and then immediately removed him once that was done. So they've been playing with this guy for years. Now at this point, you have an opportunity. If I'm Jeff Jarrett, you have an opportunity in front of you to go, she made this decision. This is going to go bad. Anything I say is going to be a problem. So I just went home, right? Like my hands are clean from this. This isn't me. I didn't tell them to do this. There's a bunch of people piling and I wouldn't have made it any better. So my hands are clean from this. And at the end of the day, I don't think that's true. I think you should have been you were called to be the person there to make that decision or to figure it out. And instead of stopping it, you decided to walk away from it. So although yes, you were being used and I can see your defense on why you would walk away, that doesn't change the fact that you did, and it was a bad decision. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like you should have told them, hey, listen, I'm not involved with the company. You guys kind of handle that. I can't go down there. I have no power. You know, do the right thing. Don't let them go into the ring, but I can't get involved. Boom, and never go to the arena. Yeah, never go. Then now your hands. If you're that
worried about it, don't put him in the ring.
Now your hands are clean, but you went there. You saw it. You saw, and I don't know what was going through his mind or why he allowed whatever he did. But if you think that's making everyone else look bad, in my opinion, it's not. If anything, you kind of made them look better because the person that actually put the big boy pants on and got it taken care of was Eric Bischoff.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the one who had the nuts to go to the ring and kill it.
Jeff gave us at least three different situations where he was gone, and he would explain why he's gone. And he would say, oh, they fucked me, they screwed me over, I got a letter from Panda Energy, you're not a part of this anymore. He would tell all these stories about why they fucked him, and then they would call him, and he'd
go right back.
Every time.
Yep.
Every time. So I'm like, I feel no sympathy for you after it's multiple times that you keep touching that the electric cupcake every goddamn time.
They tell you to jump, and you say how high every single fucking time. So
it's like a social worker who keeps.
I get it.
It's the social worker who keeps trying to tell the girlfriend, you need to get away from him. He's hurting you. Oh, but then he calls and he's so apologetic. It's like, okay, but You don't have to go back. You don't have to keep doing this. There were so many Jeff Jarrett returns to TNA that it was crazy. And he kept doing it every single time. And then they would have him do stupid shit while he was there. And he would just fucking do it. Well, we're bringing you back. Okay, cool. I'll come back. Yeah, but we're going to put that storyline with you. We're going to make a storyline with you, Karen, and Kurt, taking your real life situation and making it into a storyline. You're going to bring me back for that? Yeah. Okay. What do you mean, okay? You just said.
You just reminded me. And then he was like, when they pitched it to him, he thought he was in the clear, right? Because he's like, well, good luck convincing her, right? And Russo was like, oh, I already did. I'd have been like, Nico, I would have been like, what? Hold on. Were you talking to my fucking wife behind my back about a story? You know what I mean? Like, what?
Whoa, it wasn't Karen. It wasn't Karen. It was Dixie. He said, good luck getting it cleared from Dixie, because the last time that Jeff and Dixie spoke,
okay, I got that.
The last time that Dixie and Jeff had spoke, they had it out over the Cameron thing, and Dixie didn't want Karen anywhere near the company. So when Vince pitched the idea to Jeff goes, well, good luck getting it cleared from Dixie because of what happened the last time they spoke. And he goes, oh no, I already got it cleared. She's okay with it. He was like, what?
I thought he was talking about the wife, because I thought there would have been no way she would have done that.
No, and here's the crazy part about it, and this goes into more of the personal bullshit that they're trying to spin as sympathetic narrative, because Karen and Kurt, that relationship broke up because of Kurt's behavior and habits. That has been stated from both of them. Kurt admits that. Karen has said that. So with the storyline being that Jeff and Karen are the heels and Kurt is the babyface, it's ultra weird. Because imagine the reasoning on paper for your divorce is because of his actions. And then we go on TV and she's the conniving bitch fucking around on him. And so it's just like, what the fuck
she
is
went
happening?
through with it. They went through with it. I
because
don't get it, man.
you know how I think. You know why I think she did it is because the guys convinced her to do it. Jeff and Kurt. I think that's why. I don't think Karen would have wanted to do that shit. Why would I want to go on screen and portray myself in a real life situation as the whore in this situation?
Well, didn't she say something like she used it as an outlet to get some of her frustration?
Because
like
that was the excuse that they gave her to do it.
She was shooting.
Yeah, that was the excuse they gave her. I'm sure Kurt was sitting there going, yeah, just fucking let it out. All that shit that you said to me before to my face, just do it again and put the camera on and that's it. Because if there's anything I know about Jeff and Kurt, even Awesome Khan gave them props. Because this was a real thing, but they worked it. Neither one of them stepped over that line and made it too personal. They kept it to work. They never got out of control. And I'm thinking in my head, yeah, because they understood what this was. It was a real life situation that the audience bought into as a real life situation. And they tried to make some money off of it. They're workers. They're carnies. They know how this works. It's everybody else involved that's taking advantage of the situation. Let me tell you something. If I lost my wife to a motherfucker, we're not doing an angle about it. It's bad enough. It's bad enough that it's already public, that everybody is aware that this is happening to some degree, because we'll never all really know the actual story about what's going on between them. That's always going to be close to the vest, but we know that they're not together anymore. And the fact that that's out there already is already an issue enough as it is. But then to go on TV and dramatize it for the sake of the ratings and, because not many divorce cases end in cage matches, although they should. In all fairness, I'm like, if you really want the house.
Yeah, right. You got to beat me for it.
Okay, let's go. Get the 1, 2, 3. No outside interference. Let's go. Steel cage, 2-man enter, 1-man leaves. Who gets the house? Who gets the kids? Let's go. 2 out of 3 falls. Let's go. You want the boat? You want the car? Let's go. So, yeah, absolutely. Hey, if you really want to make it fair, If you want to get divorce settlements and it's not fair because it's woman on man, let's pick a squad of 2 or 3. I'll pick a squad of 3. We'll do a 6-man tag team match. No holds barred. Texas Tornado rules. One fall to a finish. That's who gets the house. Let's go. Let's figure this out. Let's do it like they used to do back in the Greco-Roman days. Let's wrestle for it. It's gladiator times. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's definitely. This was a weird. I need to find a proper TNA documentary somewhere because this is bullshit. Get this.
You gotta cleanse your spirit.
No, because they kept repeating it. A lot of the talking heads were like, the TNA story is Jeff Jarrett's story, or Jeff Jarrett's story is the team. No, it's not. You're trying to make it that. There's a lot of blocks of time where there has been more TNA existence without Jeff than with him.
It's funny too because I feel like we got everything, and I'm sure there's more, but I feel like we got everything but the good parts of TNA. And I know it's Dark Side of the Ring, so that's fine. But again, I feel like we got everything except for the good part of TNA.
Which, I mean, Dark Side of the Ring, I get it, but this was all over the place. All over the place. And all of it bad. Jesus Christ. All of it bad. So that's it. Deuces on Dark Side of the Ring. God damn it. I'm all done and over with that goddamn thing. So we're gonna get ready to get out of here. I got shit I gotta do before I hit the hay and get up for this big ass flight. Before I go,
oh shit.
I have one episode left, boys and girls. I have of the finale, which is an hour and a half. The movie, the finale episode is an hour here. It's an hour and a half. It's a movie. So I'm ready to go. Folks, just as a quick little something to throw out there for you guys. Okay. The storytelling when it comes to the arc of Zuko. The redemption.
See,
okay?
I told you.
The redemption.
Dude,
He got one whole episode with Aang, a 2-parter with Sokka, an episode with Katara, just for all of them to earn that respect back a little bit. I haven't seen my dear old uncle in a while. Last time I saw him, he was yoked as fuck in the goddamn jail. He broke himself out of the jail with the bars. He broke himself out of jail. We haven't seen him yet. I'm assuming, did the voice actor pass away at some point? Is that why there was some difference in time? I don't remember how that went.
I don't feel like that sounds. I have no clue.
No, I'm just throwing it out there. I thought I read that somewhere, but yeah. So I'm down to the last episode, and I haven't. This whole thing started because I wanted to watch the movie that came out. And I didn't want to watch the movie until I got a reference of what was going on.
Sure.
So I have I'm one episode away, but officially have seen
You're
this
taking the
entire
ride?
Series.
Yep. From beginning to end, by the way, shout out to you for going through the fillers and shit like that. Because sometimes that can be tough if you're not a filler guy.
All right. So I watched all of it. So I feel I have earned the right to see this movie.
Yes.
I'm going to enjoy the finale. Possibly, you know what? There's no time like the flight. I'm probably going to have it on the flight. I'll watch the episode on the flight, and then I'll probably watch the movie at some point, either on vacation or when I get back. Okay. And I got to tell you, having seen the show, I watched the trailer back again, and I'm a little excited right now. Because now, first of all, can I just say, looking back on the trailer, everyone seems yoked, like swole. Everyone seems like Toph.
I mean, they got their big boy bodies.
I mean, look, they're adults, but Toph was looking jacked, bro. I was just like, and Aang's got muscle on muscle. I'm like, what's happening here? I'm like, okay, all right.
Well, that makes sense that Toph would be shredded because she lifts
earthbending.
She's got to carry that weight. You know what I mean? So it makes sense that she's fucking shredded.
Before we leave, the bloodbending. Just for 1 second. Just for 1 second. So I'm watching the episode of The Witch.
Mhm.
Right? I'm watching the episode with the witch. She's a waterbender from the South Tribe, and she got taken from the place and all this other stuff. And she picked up this little trick, and she was using it in this village that she's at. She didn't technically teach Katara how to use it because they got into the debate about the morality of it in the first place.
Mhm.
And then she kind of used it against the witch so that the witch could be captured. She breaks down emotionally because the witch leaves off with, "Oh no, you can take me back. That's fine. My technique lives on now. It goes on to the next waterbender. I'm done. Congratulations, you're stuck with this curse now." And she was like, she was all sad.
Because as long
no.
as no matter what you say, no matter what you think, no matter what your morals are, you know how to do it now.
Yeah, you know how to do it.
If your back is against the wall and it's life and death.
So we fast forward many episodes later, and we get to the Zuko redemption area, and Katara and Zuko are looking for the person that killed the mom, and this dude's not cooperating, and out of nowhere, I just see him doing and I said, "No," and the camera turns, and it's Katara bloodbending. I said, "No, this bitch didn't. No, this bitch didn't. Didn't you just fucking say?" It was like, "Oh no!"
Hey man,
I was invested. I was invested.
When you wield a weapon and you're forced to use it,
Yep.
sometimes you got to use it.
So I'm looking forward to the finale. So we are doing the show right now, and I'm heading on to my plane tomorrow morning, which is a Tuesday. We fly back next Monday, the 24th. So our recording schedule will not change. Obviously, that Tuesday, 7 p.m., like we normally would. So we're back on schedule. But I will be significantly browner.
Nice.
And we'll see how that goes. Short flight down to Florida. This will be the first vacation that we ever go on where we're going to be with friends. This is weird. Her best friend in the world, Chanel, lives in Florida.
Oh, wow.
About 45 minutes from Orlando, something like that, maybe less. And my son's childhood friend from the Bassinet, Kaysen, is down there. So
that was the friends that moved that he was mad sad about,
yes,
right? Oh,
yes,
okay.
yes. And they're there. So they're super excited that we're going to be doing vacation down there because they will get to join us for some of the things that we want to do.
Oh,
and it's perfect for me because I'm always made to feel like the guilty one because I don't get on rides and they get on all the rides. So have at it. I'm going to hold the bags and Pokemon Go to my heart's content.
That's right.
Leave me alone to my devices. By the way, I got my second YouTube today. So there we go. So we're going to have fun. So thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading. Thank you for sharing. And I cannot wait to see you guys next week. I'm going to have stories to tell. And I'm going to be recording a shit ton of stuff while I'm down there. I just cleaned out my phone to make a bunch of space to record some shit. So it should be fun. So see you guys.
Like drop. Wait a minute. This is too much. Cooking it like a pro. Wrap it up, everybody. Show's over.